Oh, Daniel Ricciardo. What are we going to do with this guy? The FIA have now confirmed that if McLaren went through with the deal with Oscar Piastri, that they'd be okay with it, as the FIA have final say on everything. And now this Oscar Piastri battle turns into a legal battle. Now look, I'm no lawyer by any means whatsoever, but here's what I understand with contracts. A team can buy out your contract. This means you can pay money to the driver for them to leave. This also means that if, let's say, Daniel Ricciardo leaves in 2022, they still have to pay him in 2023. Now, obviously, this is not ideal for McLaren. But as being a Daniel Ricciardo fan and a McLaren fan, man, this is tough. You see, I think I'm more of a McLaren fan than a Daniel Ricciardo fan. I think the only way McLaren succeeds is by getting rid of Daniel. Look, he's getting paid reportedly over $20 million a year. That's way more than Lando's being paid, and yet Lando gets all the points for the team. So in the grand scheme of things, McLaren are better off just getting rid of Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, I hate to say it. Also, sorry, the rock I'm sitting on is so uncomfortable. If you can't tell, I'm currently in rural South Africa in the middle of nowhere. I just got to get this video to you guys. Now on to the next question that everyone's asking. Where should Daniel Ricciardo go? Now, he said himself that he doesn't plan on leaving Formula 1. That puts to bed a lot of theories that I had and a lot of other people had, that he might be going to IndyCar. This is because McLaren already have a team there, and it makes sense that he stays in the McLaren family. Maybe even technically this goes along with his contract. It means McLaren win a bit, and Daniel might take a bit of a break out of Formula 1 for 1 year to race in IndyCar. I mean, look at Marcus Ericsson, who won the Indy 500, and Romain Grosjean's doing really well there. So it seems to be a pretty fun place to be. And then some people thought he might get a Formula E, but looking back at that, that's a pretty dumb choice. Why would he get a Formula E? It's like the reject place. I mean, I love Formula E. I went to the London E-Prix. It was great. I don't think it's Daniel Ricciardo's speed, quite literally and like metaphorically. Shut up! The main thing people are saying is he's going to go to Alpine. Now, obviously, he's already been at Alpine or Renault back in 2020, where he kind of went behind the team's back to move to McLaren. And now McLaren's kind of doing a similar thing to him. Now, there are insider reports from at the time he was at Renault saying that he didn't quite enjoy the atmosphere there. But we've seen that he can do really well in that car, as in 2020 he finished 5th in the standings and got 2 podiums. More than he's got in his entire McLaren career so far. But in my honest opinion, I think Alpine is the place to go for him. I know everyone's saying a similar thing, but it's just true. I mean, another option could be Williams. Now, yes, this would be a massive step down, but maybe you could see it as a little project. Yes, he's not the youngest driver on the grid, he's about 33, but he still has time in Formula 1. I mean, look at Fernando Alonso. The guy's 41 and still in Formula 1. What is going on? So he could have almost 10 years left in the sport. And if he has that amount of time, surely he wants to build a team up. Maybe Williams is perfect for that. They've just signed Alex Albon, and having Alex Albon and Daniel Ricciardo, both ex-Red Bull drivers, could be a pretty good deal. But would he want to go that far down the grid? I don't know. But then remember, it is Formula 1 after all. I mean, look at Fernando Alonso. I don't think anyone saw him going to Aston Martin, and yet here we are. So maybe we could have another big retirement. In Formula 1, you never quite know what's going to happen next. For all we know, Max Verstappen could retire. And if he does, do you think Red Bull would take Daniel Ricciardo back? Another thing I was thinking, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but isn't Zhou Guanyu part of the Alpine Academy? Because if he is, surely he'd move to Alpine. He may have left the Academy. I'm just thinking, because in Formula 2 he was. So then if he moves to Alpine, who goes to Alfa Romeo? Daniel? Théo Pourchaire? Someone else? So anything could happen. There are literally monkeys going in the trees right now, and I might have to run because they might try and steal my camera. So let's just recap. Seb Vettel retires. Fernando Alonso replaces him. Oscar Piastri wants to be promoted to Alpine. Oscar Piastri denies Alpine. Mark Webber in talks with McLaren. Means Daniel Ricciardo's out. And then Daniel Ricciardo goes to Alpine? That's what I think is going to happen. And then if Latifi gets sacked off, I think it's pretty obvious that Logan Sargent's going to be there. I know I said that in the last video, but I think it's just going to happen. Although another candidate could be Nick de Vries, like I said. But what do you think about this whole Daniel Ricciardo drama? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, so leave them down below. And if you want to see my raw reaction to the Oscar Piastri drama, watch this video right here. It was pretty sick. I gotta get out of here before the baboons come. Literally, I'm in the middle of South Africa and there's like baboons everywhere. Just watch this video first, okay? Watch it. Be sure to watch it.